last week to test this bike out. So I had a long-term creak, and it was basically driving me nuts. And so yesterday, day before, Sunday, went out on it for a couple of hours, and this creak was just doing my head in. And I couldn't work out why, because everything's brand new bottom bracket, brand new pedals, brand new chain set. So got the old work stand out, the bike on the work stand, eliminated the pedals, eliminated the chain set. So I decided that perhaps the cranks were too wide apart, the Q factor I think it's called. So I put a couple of shims in each side, put it back together, and then actually realised where the creak was coming from, and that was the back wheel. And basically, as I'm such a donut, it wasn't fully done up tight. So every time you go along, hit the saddle or put a bit of pressure on it, it would creak. Anyway, once that was done up, creak's gone. So I didn't take these two shims back out. So yesterday I had to go to the office. I know what I'll do. Instead of using the fixie, I'll use the gravel bike to enjoy the creak-free ride. So off I goes on the commute. It's about 5 miles in, and my left crank falls off. And basically, what I've managed to do was, they were that wide that the little plastic crank arm bolt had not a lot of purchase, on the threads. So yeah, it basically stripped the thread and fell off. So I managed to limp to work, having the crank fall off 5 times, and the other half picked me up in the end, but so I could get home. So today I have removed the shims, put the crank back on, no creak, and it all seems to be good, apart from all this traffic. As I've said previously, I live Stonehouse near Stroud in Gloucestershire. So tonight, for those who know the area, I'm going to go up Stouts Hill, up onto the top of the Cotswold Escarpment, and it's really flat. I went to get up there, but it's a big climb to get up, and I choose that route, which isn't the nearest way of getting up onto the top. That for me is actually Foster Hill, and I find that a bit too busy, a lot of traffic coming up behind very fast, and I just think it's a bit unsafe on a bike. It's absolutely fine coming down. In fact, you should overtake the traffic going down it. But yeah, so I'm going to go up on the top there and see where my nose takes me. You may remember the video I put out last week. I think it went live on Thursday. Nettle Rash and something else, I can't even remember my own title now, but basically I was some of the photos, I was up on top of a hill, and this is the hill up there. So that is called Cam Longdown, and the other side of that is a classical sort of peak, if you like, and that's called Cam Peak. So they're kind of a twin feature, if you like. I don't know the historical, that isn't man-made, that is just how the shape of it is. But the ride now, which I'm going to do, is basically going to go up through that gap, the sort of U shape in between the two hills, So, whilst I go up this little lane, just thought I'd talk about my plans for this weekend, cycling wise. So, this week I have booked in a 300km DIY to Lyme Regis. So that's from home down to the south coast and basically back again. 300km. No calendar event this week or next. So I'll do another one the following weekend as well. No idea what I'm going to do yet. 300km down to Lyme Regis. So basically I'm going to head south from home through Thornbury, over the Avonmouth Bridge, same as last weekend, down Portishead, Clevedon. I'm going to pick up the Strawberry line again at Yatton, Axbridge, along the levels, Wedmore, sort of Langport way, and then down to the south coast at Lyme Regis. I'll go slightly further east on the way back. I don't like out and back courses or routes, so there's a few sort of bits where I go a bit further east, but yeah, and then it's back through Bristol basically, up over the Mendips from Wells over the old Bristol Road, and then down into Bristol, through Bristol, and then north back up to the lanes again through Thornbury and that. So yeah, that'll be what I'm going to be doing this weekend. The odd thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to actually start it at 10 p.m. on Friday night. So I'm going to do the first fair few hours overnight in the dark. So that'll be something a bit different. So yeah, so I'm quite looking forward to that. Yeah, so that's come along down a lot closer and from a different angle. So you're looking at it from end on, for want of a better description. And there's Coley Peak, you can see over there, the sort of the pointy one. And yeah, so I was stood up there last week. First time I've ever been up there. There is a bridleway up onto the top of the long down there, and but it turns into a footpath coming back down. So you kind of got to go back the way you came, really, which is a shame. Well, I'm now at the top of Stoats Hill, and I just thought I'd share the view with you actually, because it's quite spectacular. So obviously we've got sunset there, and if I point you in a general direction and then do that, don't know whether this will come out on the come on, focus. Okay, it's not going to focus on me. But basically what I was trying to point out there was so I'm up on the top of Stoats Hill now, just a few hundred yards from where I was looking at the sunset. Just thought I'd share this with you, this field of sunflowers. I thought it was quite late for sunflowers. Not that I know a lot about sunflowers, but yeah, there's quite a lot of them. It goes off, I know, a couple of 100 yards. Just that part of the field. The rest of it, I don't know what crop's growing in there. That would be something for next spring, I suppose. Yeah, I had to stop and put my gilet on. Got off quite cold quite quick. I think it was coming up Stoats Hill. Got a bit sweaty and a bit damp. And yeah, you get moving at a reasonable speed again. Well, reasonable speed, but you know what I mean. And yeah, it was quite cold to put this on, and that seems to have sorted it. Anyway, I think I'm going to go to Tetbury. To the point now where I wish I brought some arm warmers with me. It's proper gone chilly. I guess a week, 10 days before October I should really expect it, but anyway, make me keep going, not hang around. So just coming down this lane takes me eventually to Tetbury. I should see how I feel there. I'm likely to go to Charrington, and then I might go to Mentionhampton from there, and then just back home. So I don't really, I'm not really closed enough. Daylight's almost gone now, and I'm in the lane at Tetbury, gone through Tetbury. Nothing to report there really. I decided I'm not going to go to Charrington. I'm going to cut off and drop down into Avening through the Avening Valley, back onto the cycle path, basically all the way back to Stonehouse. So that's what I'm going to do. No idea if you can see me. Just going along the old Midland line now. At a place called Lightpill. Yeah, I've got the old light on main beam. I'm about a mile and a half from home now. I'm back on the just outside Stonehouse, and that'll be it for tonight. So as you can see, it's completely dark and I'm being illuminated by my own bike light. Yeah, thanks for joining. I'm going to wrap the video up here. Thank you for joining with me tonight, and I'll see you on the next one.